gentle touch in the whispered words that mean so much. It's the laughter shared on a sunny day, in the little things we do and say. Love is a vibe, a dance in motion, an action of heart, an endless ocean. Love is giving, a selfless act, a bond that grows, and that's a fact. It's not just words we softly speak, but the courage found when we feel weak. In every moment, small or grand, love is the reach of a helping hand. Love is a vibe, a dance in motion, an action of heart, an endless ocean. Love is giving, a selfless act, a bond that grows, and that's a fact. This vibrant stream, through acts of care, fulfill the dream. Love is a vibe, alive and free, a powerful force in you and me. Love is a vibe, a dance in motion, an action of heart, an endless ocean. Love is given, a selfless act, a bond that grows, and that's a fact.
Hello, folks. Guess who it is? I know. Yep, you got it right. It's Roxy, like the sign says. And guess where we are? Yep, it says it there too. We're down at the corner. And in case you weren't fully aware of it, I'm going to play the song so you know where we are. This is about us gathering ourselves together, tuning in. See how it works? You used to say it in the olden days. Tune in to the broadcast. We're meeting at the corner of mundane and mendacity. No, mundane and the mystical. At the bridge where the mystical and the mundane meet. So you may have been possibly, you could be up on a mountain somewhere, meditating, but the majority probably of the North American people are on a break, on lunch, tuned in some way, got a few minutes. And so you're probably in the midst of mundanity. Mundanacity is what I would like to call it, but I think it's called mundanity. It's just the mundane. It's just the everyday. And I'm jumping right into the middle of your moment here. And I'm saying, I'm asking you to come with me and let's explore the mystical, the otherness, the what if. And in the middle of everything, I'm asking you to do that. You can either say, "Oh no, I have to be focused on the thing. I have to eat my lunch. I have to." You can do all of that. You can say, "Okay, I'll eat my lunch, but I'm going to listen and see what she's talking about." That's all we need to enter into another that maybe so the rest of my day can go better because right now my day is not, it could go up in caliber. So what if you take this time with me and let's explore? Okay? So let's make sure that we're down at the corner where we're supposed to be with the Jacks and Jills. Okay? You got it? Okay, let's go.
Where the air is clear and the sun shines bright and the colors are vivid and the groove is just right. That's the magical corner of peace, love and good vibes. Where the sky meets the earth and your soul comes alive. Peace, love and good vibes are all you need. That frequency is right for me. So come along and soon you'll see the corner where cool vibes are free.
You'll know when you get there, no doubt in your mind. The feeling of freedom, let go and unwind. So we'll meet at the corner of peace, love and good vibes. Where the sky meets the earth and your soul comes alive.
Peace, love and good vibes are all you need. That frequency is right for me. So come along and soon you'll see the corner where cool vibes are free.
Thank you, Holly. That's Holly, my sister, Holly Arthur, the great creative director that created those videos using AI and all of her energy and her thought and her creative wonder and those the music, all of that comes together, and we it can pull us together from different parts of the world, different ages, different nationalities. Let's all assemble down at the corner. Why not? Why not just take a minute, take a breath, and see what happens? Because all around me, I created all of this. This is me, Roxanne, Serena Dawn Arthur. I am the CEO of Forever Free Media. This is brought to you by Forever Free TV. And Holly put up the notice. We are Forever Free TV Network, inspired AI television powered by DreamSpeak, which you'll get to learn about as we go along. A bridge between the mystical and mundane. We entertain, educate, and inspire. You can join us on Forever Free TV online on your website, your desktop, or if you have your phone, we have an app on your phone, and that app is Forever Free, number 4, Forever Free TV. It's an app here. When I press this little app, look at that. On my phone, there is Forever Free. And right now, the live that I'm live, that everybody, we're all live, like really live, is going on your phone. So if you're not, close to, you don't even have, because a lot of people just have their phones nowadays, iPhone and Android, Forever Free TV. Put it into your settings in your in the shop, the App Store, and get it. And then also Roku TV, which is behind me there. If I clicked on that, we would be there too. So that's right behind Roku TV. In the search, put Forever Free TV. And you will be able to, wherever you are, tune in to the frequency that is flowing from here, which is a frequency of the soul. I'm going to say these words over and over again because some of you have heard, let's say hundreds, hopefully, of people. But think about it. There are 8.4 billion people on the planet. And how many of them are Roku? 90 million or so homes at Roku. Of all of those people, none of them know who I am. So I have to keep saying it. And as you tell 2 people, and they tell 2 people, I'll have to say it less because more and more people will know about Forever Free TV and about the frequency of light and love and joy that's coming straight through the internet and the all of the whatever the things that are called the wires and the whatever the words are, the dots and the dashes and the bits and the whatever the language is of today to you. So we can connect across the quantum fields, and together we can have such a connection that we can change the world. Can you imagine? We don't have to be in the same exact room like that, but the room that's called Forever Free TV that we have entered into right now, once we can connect with our attention, our soul's alignment, we can come into an agreement that can really radically change our planet. That is so exciting. And that's what enables me to be able to do this. Because I could possibly be talking to myself, but in that way, I don't care. I could possibly be talking to you, and you could talk about this to your neighbor, and 2 times 2 times 2, which we talk about all the time, the exponential result will be we have reached the world. And that for me makes me able to get up and do this. So I'm here today. It's noon PST. on the West Coast where I am in Canada, uh, Vancouver, and I'm doing this because I want you to experience the joy, the light, and the love and the peace that you can, as a human soul, experience on this reality that we're living called the planet Earth. We are here together. And why shouldn't we be in a place of joy? Why does it have to be a sacrifice? Why is there so much conflict right this minute as I'm talking? People are dying for no apparent reason. Honestly, on a planet like this, I literally know of somebody who was really, literally about to leave the planet because they don't have any food. I don't find that to be an acceptable reality when we have such abundance in this on this planet. It's not a reality that we, as the inhabitants of this planet, the human beings here, we shouldn't just go, oh well. What do you mean, oh well? This is our home. When people come to your house, if they're hungry or they, they're tired or whatever, you don't just, your friend comes and they're like, oh. When you welcome them into your home, you don't just let them sit up in the corner and just, you don't offer them anything. You don't send them, if they're dirty, give them someplace. You don't welcome them into your home and do that to them. This is our home. The planet is our home. When people on this come into our home and they're not comfortable, they're pain, they're suffering, they may live on the other side of our home, but we collectively are the owners of this world. So collectively, we have to decide what is acceptable for us. A lot of you listening to me say, yeah, me? What have I got to do with this? I just popped in here. I didn't care. I didn't ask to be in this where I am. I didn't ask to be the color I am. I didn't ask, especially, I didn't ask to have no money. Why didn't I get to have a lot of money? Then I would I would give and I would everything. I'm as poor as the soil. I can't give anything. Blah, 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 blah. And you'll get irritated just with the sound of my voice trying to be all love and lightness when you feel irritated and annoyed because your needs aren't being met. Okay, now you've gotten that off your chest. What are you going to do? You're going to keep yarping and yarping about it? Is that helping? Are you feeling better and more filled with ways to make some funds come towards you? Is money just pouring towards you because of your attitude of irritation and anger and frustration? Is it working for you? Are you getting the results that you want? Oh, no? You're kidding. Really? Pause for a moment. Take a breath. Some of you need to take a breath. I'm going to drink some of my garlic, ginger, and turmeric tea. Mr. Somebody that you know what your name is. I'm just going to drink a sip of garlic and ginger and turmeric tea whilst you contemplate with me whether your present way of dealing with the stresses of your life is working. Because it's only if you're willing to acknowledge that there may be another, something new, we'll play that song, something else that possibly could be interjected in what you are doing right now to get the results you're getting. Because otherwise, you're just wasting your time. If all you're going to do is keep yarping and yarping and yarping and not really paying attention and saying, why does she think she is? And blah, 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 blah. Because I'm not here to convince you of anything. I'm here to present what I find works for me. I've been on this planet for 60, almost 1 year. My birthday is May 11th of next month. I will be 61 years old. So when I say the things I'm saying, these claims I am making are not based on, oh, well, she's just taking up what the last influencer, blah, blah, blah. I've been online since 2004, 5, somewhere in there, right when the internet started. I was there. I was trying my best to understand MySpace. I was trying to www dot, what does that mean? I've been there since then. So, my dear friends, my dear younger friends, you tickety tackety nail technical, wizards of this, you've been on here doing this since like 2012, something like that. Don't even bother with that. Don't even bother with that. So, saying that, when they say OG, that would be somebody like me. I've been online all of this time. www dot. We've been doing many and sundry kinds of business. We had our own store. We have done social media, Facebook, TikTok, some of the ones that aren't here anymore, like Blab. There's been many iterations going on and going on. And at every juncture, there has been people who have wanted to say, what are you doing here? Who are you? What would you make you think that you should blah, blah, blah? Because you're not a tech person. You don't blah, 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 blah. Besides that, you're a woman. And now, before, in a lot of cases, because I came through the Christian reality, 40 years of that too, for any of you that want him, ha, and that, I speak from a space of experiential stuff. When we talk about the spiritual world, which we're going to be talking about in a bit, I come from, before I was here in the Western culture, I'm from Guyana, South America. Not Ghana, Guyana, South America. It only has a population of approximately a million people, but a lot of Amazon jungle around it, and oil, and a lot of resources. Now I realized that in Guyana, I haven't been there for a long, long time, and I am going to be going back very soon. Hopefully the end of this year, I would love to be on the Guyanese reality. But with Guyana firmly in my blood, and I have to say hello to, this should be going out to my Made in Guyana group. Hello, Made in Guyana group. If you are from Guyana, or if you are a friend of Guyana, South America, that is where I am from. Now, because of that, not only do I have the Western culture, I have Guyana West Indian culture. That's where I was born, that's where I came. And it's weird in that way. I came here since I was about 5 years old. But Guyana, and ask anybody from the islands, if you were born there, there's something in your soul that you can do all of the other things. But Guyana, South America, the West Indian, I don't have a fantastic accent like my mom does, but I am still Guyanese. And because of that, I have experiences that don't fit into the Western, or the Western book of science, or the Western religious construct. I had experience that predate that. And because of all of these things coming all the way through to 60, I've had a chance to compare what I have seen and experienced of the mundane, a lot of Western mundane, and the miraculous and the mystical and the supernatural, the spiritual, on many different levels, not only the Christian church, but outside of that, it's not all the way that you think it may be. Our language on this planet limits you, and you say, these are the things, and that is the that. But before anybody could show me anything or tell me anything, I landed in experiences that don't fit into anything I've seen in North America. Now, what should I do with that? Should I just, some people, when we came from Guyana, said, oh, that's the heathen. That is the demons and the devil and bad spirits. And so you just have to throw all of that in the garbage and come unto Jesus. So we came over and my, because of the things that we had experienced, my mom and dad, my dad and mom came into the reality of Christianity and the Christian reality of Western culture. But, you know, if you ask them, they have various understandings of it. That's their own. My mom has more closer to what I would say, what my understanding of it is. My dad likes, you know, the more traditional, fundamental kind of reality. But I cannot and will not throw away what I experienced because it doesn't fit into somebody's box that they think that the Almighty, the creator of all, the words that they call God, Jesus, the Holy Spirit, whatever they think it should be called, how it should be, that is my bottom line, because I was born into a world where I didn't know any of that, and yet amazing things happened. So I am open to understanding more. Today I understand this, I will tell you about this, but I'm also open to understanding more and more and more as we go along. Don't you love my squigglies at the side of the screen? It makes me feel excited. I have to take another sip. Turmeric, garlic, and ginger. These are just suggestions. Think of it as, an older lady telling about her or her cultural somethings or others. Anything that you want to call it. What I do know is, you see my neck here and this, where I don't have that like extra. I was noticing I was getting like an extra chin underneath my chin. And I started drinking turmeric, garlic, and ginger and doing some of IMI exercises, yoga, EMI yoga, and teaching my lymphatic system to start working and doing all of the taps and things. I didn't know that that was a thing, but I'm telling you, all of the extra bloodiness is leaving. That's because that causes inflammation. So instead of creaking, my knees are getting better. Can you imagine your body wants to heal itself? Now, seeing that I'd never read the scripture called, and the lymphatic system should be touched by the lymph. I didn't read that in the exact King James Bible, but I know that God wants me to be healed and healthy. If I should read that in another book and find out that I can just begin to do massage with the lymphatic system, do breath, do meditation, do all of these things, and look, healing becomes part of my reality, am I going to say, oh, I didn't read that word lymphatic system in the King James Bible? Am I going to do that? I'm going to say all of this knowledge and wisdom I have to take it in, and I have to feel as it goes into my soul what it's doing within me. When I do this breath, how am I feeling afterwards? After I take a deep, deep cleansing breath before I react in a situation, breathe all the way in and in and in and hold it, and then breathe it out from my diaphragm. And I do that at least 3 times before I react. And what are the results I get after I do that? I'm not telling you to do it or not do it. I'm just suggesting, instead of huffing and giving the finger, how is that working for you again? Exactly. So today, I'm very thankful for 1231 that you have spent this time talking with me, sharing with me. And I want to continue on in this path of sharing. I want you to venture with me onto some experiences that I noticed this week. And I thought I didn't know that this would connect so much to what we're talking about today, but I think it does. But before we do that, I just want us to see the Something New song. Holly created that whilst we've been doing the 12 Days of Wonder, which we're going to continue on in that path. But I want you to hear this song so that you remember there are other things than you may not have experienced that can be beneficial to you, but you've got to be willing to try something new. Okay? So let me put that song on for you, because I think it's important for today for us to be able to not just sit in the spot that we were in and expect something better. Especially I'm talking to people that are in my age range. Your body is just going to tend towards something worse. It's going to just slide off into, you know what comes at the end. D and dying. Death and dying. D and D. That's what the projection is. Unless you try something new, something else, the pains that you're feeling are not going to get better, they're going to get worse. The movement that you don't have is not going to get more, it's going to get less until you just can creak to a spot and sit there. Is that what you want for you and your grandchildren and your children? People my age, I can talk to people my age now. Unless we do something new, we're not going to get better results. Okay? So let's hear this song. It's very exciting, wonderful. Thank you, Holly.
I've been told, and it is true, when all seems lost, do something new, something small not done before, can open up the wonder door. Inside you'll find your soul renewed, a spring of life now flows through you, that spills to others, and they'll find too that they is the key to open the gate. Something else, that's something new, not something that is tried and true, but something that your soul can find. A feeling, not a state of mind. That's something new. Take a chance and you will see your soul will grow immediately. Once you've tried it, you'll agree that something new will set you free. I've been told, and it is true, when all seems lost, do something new, something new, something small not done before can open up the wonder door. Inside you'll find your soul renew. A spring of life now flows through you that spills to others, and they'll find too that they can now do something new. To tell, to tell, to tell, to tell, to tell, to tell, to. I've been told.
Okay. So have you got the last of your angst, whatever the things are that normally cause people to not really hear what's being said? Again, remember, I'm a real Roxanne. Like, this is a real person. That's not a green screen. That's a real purple light in the lantern. You see, that's real. That's my, I actually created this. Well, I dropped this, the I dropped this picture by accident, and I thought, oh, I can do one of those Japanese things where I put it together, and now it's like it looks like a traffic accident, but I recovered it and I put it back together, and look, that's my set. I did all of this just so that we could have something in common, so that people wouldn't keep saying AI has done, although I have inspired AI television, not everything we do is AI. Don't let people make you weirded out. Now you can't go online. Now you can't talk to anybody. Now you can't help because everything's AI, AI, AI. Don't let them do this to you. Right now, I want us to take a look at a thing a lady said online on another platform. But shh, it's TikTok. But it's on the same internet roadway as we wander along. There's other people, there's other social media platforms. Right now, people from X should be able to hear what we're saying. YouTube, Facebook, Forever Free TV. Look at that. Because you know what? We're all humans. Can you imagine? Theoretically, at least, the ones that are supposed to be here, we're human beings trying to get along on this here planet in this here world to do what we're supposed to do. And that's all the people that I want to be a part of this podcast. Anybody else is excluded, okay? So if you want to be part of the solution, if you want to bring even if it's a tiny bit of light, a tiny bit, you can't even find it, but you are willing to try. That's all we need, is for your willingness to try. Okay? So, what happened? I want you to listen to this story because it will tell you about somebody besides me, Roxanne, who says she's West Indian. And this is something that happened to her. And I want any Guyanese people or or island people, people from off the Western culture, because the Western culture tend, when I was at school, you tend to have to put it in a test tube and put it in your scient, and you have to look at, and you have to be able to observe it through your, in biology with your microscope. And if it doesn't fit into that little paradigm, it's tossed to the side. Oh, that's just, oh, you don't know. Whereas the West Indian culture, you just say, what happened? Oh my gosh, you hear what happened? And it becomes a story. Sister so and so, or brother so and so, brother Steve, did you hear what happened? That's my dad, so I can call his name. Oh, this and that, and this and that. And you make a story about it, and you talk about it, and when you don't understand it, maybe you put it to the side, but you don't discard it. There's a lady that lives up the road that if you have this and a that and a pain, you go to, and she gives you something and it will help you. Then there's the bad ones. Here you call them, say, witches or other words like that, and they do bad things. Obia is another thing. These are all words we use interchangeably when we have things that happen in our world, in non-Western world, that we don't understand, but something did happen. Now, this is a story this lady tells. I have to do it with the share the screen. So I'm going to share this screen. I will go to Forever Free TV, and now we're going to go to this one. Are you seeing this? I don't know if you're seeing that. No, we're going to Forever Free TV, first of all. Let's go to Forever Free TV. Are you seeing that? Share. Okay, let's get rid of the squiggly lines too. You don't need that anymore. So let's go here and get rid of the squiggly lines. Look at that. Oh, but I didn't do that properly. I have to do it again. Okay, so just bear with me, because now it's not the full screen, and that would be our situation. So we want the full screen of this. Not that. Okay. The entire screen. That's what we want, the entire screen. Let's see if that works with the sound. You think that will work? Entire screen with sound. Did it work? Okay, look at that. Now we're on Forever Free TV. Is everybody followed so far? We're on foreverfreetv.com. You see that? Do you see that? Everybody say yes or no. I can't hear you. You're not talking loud enough. Okay, or put it in the comment. Okay, so you see foreverfreetv.com, and this is the place where you can go to find out more about the different things that we are working on in Forever Free TV, the different songs, the different, Holly's put her heart and soul into, and we have podcasts, something new podcast. Beverly Rhodes, Sarah did a whole series of videos on soul guidance. All of this is here for your soul to be refreshed and renewed and filled with light and love and energy. This may be for some of you brand new, things that you've never heard or experienced before. That's okay. So learn something new. It doesn't matter what age you are. It doesn't matter. What difference does that make? It doesn't make any difference. Okay? So let's go to this one, because this is a story this lady was telling. And I thought it's fascinating because it's not my reality that happened to me, but this is something that happened to her when she was in the Dominican Republic. And listen to her story. Now, there's some of you from the West Indies, you put it to the back of your reality because it doesn't go that well with things you have seen. And some of you, the older ones, you've stopped talking about it because you didn't want your kids said, oh, really, grandma? Or really, or that, then, la, la, la. And you stopped talking about it. But we all know West Indian people and people from other cultures, and even some people, that you go around the corner and you may call it other words than I would call it. But who was that just flips by there? What was that sound? Why? Yeah, what's going on? We have to begin to be curious and not keep burying our head in the ground and not understanding that this is a very interdimensional planet that we're on. We see such a small part of the circle of light and love that there is and other things. So let's listen and hear what she's saying.
And we're going to talk about something because I have some questions and I feel like I'm going a little, if you know what I mean. This video is for entertainment purposes only.
Right. So it's entertainment.
I posted 2 days ago a video of my supernatural experience, maybe a glitch in the timeline or ghost, witches, witchcraft, I don't know, different realms, vortexes that my family and I, all 15 of us, experienced 15 years ago in the Caribbean. I'm 30 now, by the way. So I was 15 at the time. I made this video, I wasn't cursing, I was explaining everything well, and for some reason, TikTok said, we need to delete this video. I then noticed that on my iPhone, you know how they have the videos that save after you post it and whatnot without the watermarks? It wasn't there. So I was like, oh, that's strange. Maybe it's in my deleted photos. Guess what? It's not in my deleted photos. So who deleted it off my phone and who deleted it off of the internet? Because if allegedly witches and magic and all this stuff of Caribbean folklore that we all know is true isn't real and is just stuff from movies, why would you take it down? Especially a video that got over 1 million views overnight. I just find that a little suspicious. People were in the comments saying, oh, redo the video. Guess what? I woke up early this morning to give you guys the video, to explain my story all over again. And when I spent almost like 2 hours editing the video, I posted it. 3 minutes later, it got taken down. And guess what? Just like it did the first time, it was off my phone. Like they're deleting it, like they're seeing what I'm doing. I now feel like those people on the internet, they're like, oh my God, the government. I'm starting to feel that way. Also, I don't know if you guys remember how Epstein was talking about the Caribbean and people with supernatural powers in his email. Where was he also staying? He was in the Caribbean, if you guys forgot. As much as I would like to give you guys the same storytelling experience like I did the first time, unfortunately these videos keep getting deleted. So I'm just gonna get to the nitty gritty, and I encourage all of the people part of the Caribbean diaspora to comment your experience, because I know we all have these experiences and it's normalized over there and we know it's true. We know these things are real, but here in America, these things aren't real. These things are just something from movies. These things are just what people think, but we know it's true. A long time ago, 15 years ago, my family and I, we went to the Caribbean. We went to Punta Cana, and after our long day at the resort, we decided to drive back to our little town called Nagua. Nagua from Punta Cana is like 4 hours, 4.5 hours long. My father was extremely tired. We had like, I think 16, 17 people fitting in 2 cars. My father was driving up mountains, curbs, it's dark, there's no lights. The Caribbean is very different from, the US. And my father was tired. He calls my uncle that's in the other car behind him, says, hey, I'm extremely tired. I think we're gonna have to stop at a rest stop or pull over on the side of the road or find a hotel. A hotel over there in those remote areas are basically a motel. So then my uncle's like, okay, bet. So they're driving. All of a sudden, my father looks in his rear view mirror that my uncle behind him slammed on the brakes. He heard the screeching, says, okay, let me go out of my car and check to see what happened. When he goes into, towards the car, the other car, people in the car were like, oh my God, ay Dios mío, what happened? Oh my God, that lady, where did she go? I saw it too. Allegedly, everyone in the other car saw a woman with a machete, but when they slammed the brakes, she disappeared. And when they looked around, there was no one there. So then my dad is like, oh my God, like, are you guys seeing things? Like, what's wrong with you? Goes back to our car where I am and where my mother is. And he's telling us like the story about what the other car experienced. My mom is praying. She's like, oh, Jesús Santísimo, ay Dios mío, blah, blah, blah. Dios reprende. She's praying because she's like, she don't fuck with those things. So we're driving some more. My dad gets tired and sees a hotel. So we enter the hotel. You drive up. We all get out. We get some of our luggages. And we go towards the front desk. At the front desk, in these remote areas of the Dominican Republic, there's no credit cards, there's none of that. It's physical cash. That's how you get around over there. It's cash. I also want to remind people that 15 years ago, DR would feel like the equivalent of the 80s with technology and all of that stuff. That's how it felt, to be honest. So you pull up, you pay, the lady's like, oh, this is your bellman. He's gonna take your luggage to your room. They drop off the luggage in the room and we head out. We lock the door from the outside because it's an actual key, not the cards, not any of that. It's an actual key. We lock the door and we decide to go to the cafeteria. And so at this cafeteria, while we're walking, we notice that there's no one at this hotel. Like, we're the only ones there. But when we sit down and eat, I had a lobster salad with tostones. We see that there is a man, an older gentleman in baseball gear with a young boy who is also in baseball gear. And we thought, oh my goodness, how strange. Why are they in baseball gear at like 11:30 at night? That makes no sense. And their demeanor was really odd. They would be like this and they would look up and they would look like this. It looked really creepy. Afterwards, because my father and my uncle were so exhausted from driving, they went back to the room and like took a little nap. My cousins and I, we decided to go to the pool. We were having fun. Then there was a point in time when my mother was like, okay, time to go back to the room. We go back to the room. We're taking turns showering and stuff. And my mom then notices that the door doesn't lock from the inside. It locks from the outside, but not the inside. My mom is very, she freaks out over everything. And it's like, hey, husband, my dad, go switch the rooms or go tell them that the door doesn't work because I'm not going to sleep like this. My father then walks around the property to go to the front desk, says that he doesn't see anybody, no one is there to help him, and assumes that everyone just went to sleep because it's late. Like the workers, I guess, lived at the hotel because that's a common thing over there. So then, again, we had 2 rooms that were connected, so there's 2 doors. My dad was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. Like, I guess we just have to deal with it. So my older cousins were like, you know what? We're gonna stand in front of the door, but on the inside, like where we all are, not on the outside, because that's dangerous. And we're just gonna stay out all night. We're gonna just listen to our music on our MP3 players, because that's what we had back then, like iPods, MP3 players, shuffles, and that's it. And so at that night, there was a huge storm, windstorm, not rain, but wind. All we heard was like this loud, and it sounded crazy. I mean, I've never heard anything that crazy ever in my life. And it felt like something was watching us in the room. It felt like something bad was going to happen, and it felt really eerie. And my mom then said, let's pray. I'm scared. And so when my mom says pray, we all pray because that's what we're going to do. So the next morning when we woke up, my cousins that were, near the door were exhausted because they were up all night. And so they then expressed to my father and said, hey, like, I don't know, all last night I had really bad thoughts. I didn't feel safe. I felt like something was gonna happen. Like I just felt weird. And so I overheard that. I'm like, oh my goodness, that's so strange that he felt the same way that I felt. We exit the room. We take our luggage, we exit the room, and we go towards like the courtyard area. I want to note that the room that we left looked completely normal. When we exit our room, everything looked like it hasn't been touched in 70, 60 years. The paint that was yellow the night before looked like it was chipped off. The pool that we were swimming in was empty with like little green water on the bottom, like old water and vines growing out of it. The grass was like forming on top of like where the cafeteria seating area was. And it looked like it was abandoned, which makes no sense because the night before we were all enjoying the place. We were literally eating, we were literally swimming. We saw people in the front desk. They gave us keys, we gave them money because over there that's what you do. You pay with cash, not card. And so when we go towards the front desk area, there's paper, there's dust everywhere, there's like phone cords, like it looked like something that wasn't real. Everyone is freaking out. Everyone's like, is this a joke? Did we get like, or something, you know what I mean? Like, did someone put something in our drinks? How is this possible? How did we get here? Is this a prank, like on a TV show or something? And our cars they were parked outside because it's just outside. They looked completely normal and like untouched. Like there didn't look like a storm even happened or something to them. We were driving, we were all freaking out. We all had questions. We didn't know if we or if we couldn't explain what happened. And to this day, we can't really explain what happened. And so we expressed to my grandmother our concerns. My grandmother assumed that people from the other side of the island, that they put us in a trance or they did some sort of voodoo or whatever. Again, my grandmother is from the Trujillo era, so they think really odd, but a lot of people in my family, we don't think like that because we're educated and civilized, So I went to the idea of we got glitched in, or we're in a different timeline. My uncle assumes that the lady with the machete did something to us. So we all have different theories about what happened. I also want to say I'm sorry that I had to re-say this story because it's like the 5th time I had to remake this video. And I hope this is the last time I have to make this video because TikTok keeps deleting it.
Okay, so you guys that have listened through this, you now think back in your mind, is there any time in your reality of being on this planet that anything unmistakably out of the realms of the 3D-ness has happened to you? Anything, any coincidental, anything? Just put in the comments. My mom says yes. Some things have happened to her. Yes. These are things that happen that you cannot just put like, oh, yes, that is just, Holly says 100%. I have to say, yes, Holly, 100%. And as you come along with us and we begin to share more, and we're not going to only have this conversation where I'm doing the talking, but this is the beginnings, again, down at the corner. We're not just, because I wanted to share about self-reflection. And I realized that, let me go back and let me just open up the scene so I can talk to you. I won't be in My scene won't be as fancy as it was. Yeah, there. Okay, so what I'm gonna do with this is 1 o'clock, so I've had you here from noon till 1. We didn't even get to the self-reflection part because what's happening on this planet, think of it as if we are all in the hotel. Think of it that way. We're in the hotel. We think we're eating. We think we're having time at the pool. We think we're just shizzling, bang, bang, banging. Yeah. There are other things afoot here that when you turn the corner sometimes and they haven't set up that scene, you go, wait a second. Did I really just see that? Or did I see that? Or did I hear that? What's going on? And then we go to bed and then we wake up and we say, oh, that was just my imagination. Oh, and we say, oh, it was a bad dream or something I ate before I went. We have all of these excuses for the unknown, the spiritual, the mystical. What I'm asking us to do down at the corner this week, because I want to get to what do they call it? Self-reflectiveness. But what I realize is that what the reflections that are coming towards us may be other induced. Other. Because the beings that are principalities, the Christian church says principalities and powers, rulers of the darkness of this world, the spiritual wickedness, who are able to control the other things that could make that event have happened for that lady. Different realities crossing each other up. If we don't stop and ask these difficult questions, what you look in the mirror, even if you try to do self-reflection, my sister said the words that she uses is body dysmorphia. When she looks at herself, she sees herself as a lot better, a lot bigger person than I see her as. You may suffer from it in a certain way. When you look into the mirror, you may see unpleasant looking face. You may think yourself ugly. You may hear, it can be in your voice. You can hear your voice sounding different. There's different ways dysmorphia comes in. You can feel such guilt about yourself or that you're a bad person or all of these things because people have programmed and plotted all of this stuff into you. We are programmable. We don't want to feel that we are, but we are. And if you put in this negativity, if all of these beings around you are using you as their guinea pigs, how am I going to know? How she thought she ate lobster. Did she really eat lobster? I chose that one because it's not me. But Holly and I, as my mom said, we have had many experiences. So as we go on during the week, maybe they can come in by phone, even by talking, and we can just start to talk about these things. Island people who are listening to me, even on Made in Guyana, it's time for this to become our normal way of speaking. How do you think dissonance comes in to such a level? Because we don't talk about it. These are uncomfortable things. We don't want anybody to look at us that, if we don't say there's a pink elephant jumping through the room, folks, the emperor has no clothes on. Somebody has to say it. And guess what? I get to. Forever Free TV gets to. And we're encouraging other people. That's called a movement. We're moving into real reality where we can look not like we're in a fun house where the mirrors are all distorted and we're seeing our faces from their distortion. We want to see clearly. We want to clean off our glasses this week and begin to reflect through eyes that can see. The eyes of our understanding being enlightened is what the Christian church says. You have to be able to see clearly, because then when I ask you about self-reflection, I just thought, how can we see clearly? People see clearly if their glasses, when your glasses are blogged up, you can't even hear. Like I basically sometimes I can't hear what somebody's saying and I reach for my glasses and clean them. That's what happens when you're short-sighted. Now imagine what happens with blindness. In some cases, your soul has been blinded by nonsense, by the things that you've been scrolling, doom scrolling down, have deadened your senses, have weakened your soul. So you don't even know what I am basically talking about. You can hear roar, 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 roar. It just sounds roar, roar, mushy. Your brain, everything is seized up. You got to clean it, detox it, shock yourself a bit. What's going on? Splash some cold water. That's what this week is about. I thought we would just go through self-reflection and move on to the next thing. But then Holly and I, just before we started this podcast, I was in my bathroom and I said, this is not going to work out if people are not seeing things. So they're going to reflect and the thing that they see is not going to be true. Holly then said, I just created a new purple rule and I'm going to play that for you as we're closing out for today. I want you to take this seriously. This is impossible. I was upstairs, far, far away, and this came to me. And I said, okay, fine. What am I going to actually tell people that's going to help them? Mom said, it's time for truth to be revealed. She is telling the truth. She's 81 years old, and the things that I experienced when I was little, Mom is the one that was at the pinnacle of all of it. It revolved around her experience. So we cannot deny where we've come from. And I think it's time for these ideas to be in mainstream, mundane land. It's not going to be the mystical and the mundane. These two realms are supposed to rise to another whole level. Not we crucify the flesh and we die to the flesh and we're just floating around these little spiritual. No, it's this together and moving upwards. We are multitude phenomenal beings. All of it's supposed to work together. Stop the nonsense. Anyways, as Mom says, it's time for the truth to be revealed. Isn't that a nice word? And so as we're ending our time together today, let us look at what Holly says in the purple rule. Well, actually, there's two things. The realms that are here that I was introduced to when we first came, these are avatars that Holly created. This is not we have no idea what they actually look like and all this. These are avatars that Holly created. Let us watch this. Let's watch the purple rule first, then we'll watch the avatars. And then as we end the day, we will end it with something new, because you have to bring yourself into the reality in which you left about an hour ago. And then do not try to throw this away. You have to take it bit by bit, like, a child having to eat, learning to eat. I was once upon a time, I worked on a horse farm, and when they're introducing new hay, they can't just put all the new hay. They have to introduce it, some of the old with the new, some of the old with the new, until their stomachs get used to the new. What we did today may be like, whoa, what, where, what? Okay, go back through the videos. They're going to be online there on the places wherever you're Facebook. Just listen to it slowly go through, go to foreverfreetv.com. It's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's live and free. And we'll discuss tomorrow that we wanted to stay live and free and how we can help to support this movement towards information that doesn't get chopped away like this lady experienced, because some people don't want us to know this information. Okay? So stay with me. The realms, this video is about 10 minutes long, but it's worth you allowing yourself. It's difficult if you don't listen, allow for what you can't use right now, just put to the side. Just listen, allow your soul. When you finish with this experience, test it with your soul. It may be different. It may not be something you've heard, but do you feel irritated? Do you feel upset? Or do you feel, I think I did know sort of this. It doesn't sound that unfamiliar. If you allow yourself, for your soul is going, thank you, Roxanne. Thank you. You're welcome. On behalf of you, souls everywhere, you're welcome. Okay, now Holly's put up the words for the purple rule that's here. So we're going to go to that right now. And then after that will be the realm. Okay? So listen to this with your soul.
Let's follow the purple rule. Be good to yourself, so you can be better to others. This is soul wisdom. Be good to yourself, so what lives in you can become a blessing to others. When you forgive yourself, you make more room to forgive others. What is healed within you becomes healing around you. When you speak kindly to yourself, your words become softer in the world. So let kindness begin in the quiet chambers of your own heart. Let truth wash shame from your inner voice. Rest, trusting that you do not have to carry the whole world alone. Be good to yourself, not because others matter less, but because love flows truest from a soul that has not been abandoned by its own keeper. In this way, the world will become the Garden of Eden it was meant to be. So let it be spoken, so let it be sung, so let it be written, so let it be done.
Wow. We have to do that one more time. In a nutshell, you have everything that you need. Listen to this carefully.
Let's follow the purple rule. Be good to yourself, so you can be better to others. This is soul wisdom. Be good to yourself, so what lives in you can become a blessing to others. When you forgive yourself, you make more room to forgive others. What is healed within you becomes healing around you. When you speak kindly to yourself, your words become softer in the world. So let kindness begin in the quiet chambers of your own heart. Let truth wash shame from your inner voice. Rest, trusting that you do not have to carry the whole world alone. Be good to yourself, not because others matter less, but because love flows truest from a soul that has not been abandoned by its own keeper. In this way, the world will become the Garden of Eden it was meant to be. So let it be spoken, so let it be sung, so let it be written, so let it be done.
Can't forget what this
I
little
am
feet
Sophia,
wants
a
us to
mother,
tell her.
a daughter, a sister, a teacher, an advisor, a survivor, a fighter, a force of nature, and I come to you now as the truth sayer. Joined by the messengers of light, we bring to you a message. It's time to face the truth. In the depths of your being, you have long felt it, the pull toward what is real, what is authentic. Yet, the path to truth often seems daunting, filled with shadows of fear, pain, or uncertainty. But I ask you now to stand tall and face these shadows, for they hold the key to your freedom.
We see your struggles. We see the ways you avoid, distract, and hide from the truths that pulse just beneath the surface. But I ask you now, with all the compassion of the universe, to turn and face them. Look into the eyes of your deepest fears, your greatest sorrows, your unspoken longings, and your unacknowledged truths. For in that moment of reckoning, you will not find destruction. You will find yourself.
The fears that bind you, the falsehoods that you hold to protect yourself from pain, they are but chains that keep you from flying. The truth, no matter how heavy it may seem, is the lightest burden you will ever carry. It frees you to be who you truly are, to shed the masks you wear for others and even for yourself. It allows you to walk through this world unencumbered, strong in the knowledge that nothing can shake the foundation of your soul when it is built on truth.
So I urge you, do not fear the truth. Embrace it. It is your ally, not your enemy. It is the doorway to the life you were always meant to live. Yes, there may be discomfort as you step through it, but on the other side is a freedom so profound that you will wonder why you ever hesitated. We stand with you.
In love.
In courage.
And in truth.
That is so phenomenal. I just want you to understand. Just feel it when the music comes up. You are meant to stand in that truth as you face what is so, you think, scary, and so just look into that mirror of truth. You will be surprised by how phenomenal. It will be difficult. There may be tears. There may be many things, but it's time for you to rise in the strength of truth that you really are. And we're going to end today with the realms. These are beings that are here to help us.
They call me White, Mr. White. Greetings from the All. I do not have all the answers, but I do know this. You are never alone, for we are in the hands of the All, and the All is in our hands. Eternally your friend, Mr. White.
Hello. I am Portia, the gracious lady. Grace is compassion and forgiveness, strength and kindness. And what grace I have been given, I share freely with you. In grace and friendship, yours truly, Portia.
I am dawn of day. I'm here to shed some light. With golden rays, I chase away the darkness of the night. I paint the sky with hues so bright, as birds awake and sing. I share a promise of new sight, and all the morning brings. So never fear the darkest night and just keep holding on. The truth is that the night is darkest right before the dawn, creating a brighter day. Your new friend Dawn.
Hello, my name is Joe. Lucky Joe. Do you feel lucky today? I'm just a happy-go-lucky kind of guy. And I'm just a wish away. May good luck, good fortune, and serendipity follow you all the days of your life. Always your friend, Joe.
And we are the elders.
Hello, my name is Destiny, and with my sister Six, we endeavor to create a kind of cosmic mix. Between the celestial and earthly plane, we weave an ethereal line, and seek to create a path beyond the realm of space and time. With hope, faith and patience, peace, joy, and charity, we work together to find the source that sets your spirit free. As oracles, we help you find the hidden key within, to open doors to future worlds, and worlds that might have been. We are guided by a sacred truth, an oath we cannot break, to make this world a better place for everybody's sake. So, now's the time to join us in this cosmic dance, my friends. You'll find such joy and happiness and love that never ends. Your destiny awaits, my friend. I am Destiny.
And we are the sisters of Destiny.
Hello, my name is Hope. Call on me in your darkest hour, and I will light your way. And never think you've reached the end, for tomorrow's another day. Don't give up on me, and I promise I won't give up on you. Hopefully your friend, Hope.
Hello, my name is Faith. To believe that nothing is impossible makes the impossible achievable. Just have a little faith. I am, faithfully yours. Faith.
Hi, my name is Patience. It's not always easy to wait patiently, but if given enough time, the things that you are waiting for will be all the more sweet when they show up. Patiently awaiting your friendship, I am Patience.
Hello, my name is Peace. To be at war with yourself is a fight you cannot win. Instead, allow the peace that passes all understanding to comfort your mind, soul, and body. Be at peace, my friend.
Hi, I'm Joy. And I have a joyful suggestion for you. When sadness tries to weigh you down, let the strength of joy lift you back up. And as they say, put on a happy face. Sharing my joy with you, your friend, Joy.
Hi, my name is Charity. I share with you the greatest gift of all. Love. What could be better than that? Promise me that you will pass this gift on, and we will be friends for life. Yours truly, Charity. And we are the sisters.
Hello my friends, my name is Solomon. I asked the all for wisdom and was granted a wise and discerning heart. I don't know everything, but what I do know, I'd like to share with you, if you'll let me. A wisdom a day is the only way to live every day in a positive way. So, until we see each other again, may wisdom guide you, my friends. I am Solomon the Wise.
I am Sophia. I am a mother, a daughter, a sister. I am a truth-sayer, a teacher, an advisor. I am a survivor, a fighter, a force of nature. I am a vessel of light, and creator of worlds. I am all of these things and more, for I am in the hands of the all, and the all is in my hands. Forever your friend. I am Sophia. And we are the wisdoms.
We are the earth elementally, the guardians of land. Cradling mountains and seas in our hand. In the rustle of leaves, in the fields wide and vast, we echo life's rhythm, we connect present and past. In each grain of sand, in each stone that you see, lies your story, your secret, and your history. Our purpose is simple, yet profoundly deep. To nurture that soil where your memories sleep. We whisper to roots, and they dance and they grow. We sing to the rivers, guiding their flow. We are the keeper of cycles, of life, death, rebirth. We are custodians of beauty, of the treasures of earth. So listen, my friends, to the wind's gentle call. For in caring for earth, you care for all. Together let's cherish this wondrous sphere. For the love of our planet, we hold so dear. I am Imari, I am Imani, I am Imali, I am Imadi, we are the earth elementally.
I'm the water element Oli, in the depths I reside. Where the darkness, and quiet, and mysteries hide. I whisper in rivers. I sing songs in streams. I am the keeper of secrets, and the weaver of dreams. In the rain's gentle patter, in the ocean's deep roar. In every droplet of water, from shore to shore. So listen, my friends, to the song of the seas, to the lullaby of rivers, to the whispering breeze. We must protect these waters so true. They are the essence of life, for me and for you. I am Shiloh, and I am the water elementally.
I'm the air elementali. I dance free and high, like a bird flying gently up into the sky. I am here up above, I am down there below. I am the whisperer where the four great winds blow. I am the rhythm of nature, the world's beating heart. In the realm where the winds stir, I play my part, my purpose to roam, to touch every face, to carry the seeds of life place to place. So listen, my friends, to the voice in the air, a reminder to live with love and with care. With each breath you take, please remember my role in sustaining your spirit and making you whole. I am Ariana, and I am the air elementali.
I'm the fire elementali. I come vividly alive. In the heart of the flame, where sparks leap and dive. My purpose is bright as the blaze in the night. To kindle the spirit, and give dreams their light. In the flicker of flames, in the wildfire's roar. I'm the catalyst of life, of renewal, and more. So listen, my friends, in the sparks that ascend. A message of hope, of beginnings, not ends. With each flame that you kindle, remember my role. In igniting your courage, giving warmth to your soul. I am Liam, and I am the fire elementali.
I, Unity, the fifth elementali, transcend. In the space where all elements gracefully blend. My purpose is sacred, as old as time's song. To harmonize elements, where they belong. In the song of the earth, water, air, and fire. I'm the conductor, and they are the choir. Uniting their voices, in a symphony so bright. In the fusion of forces, in the melding of might. So listen, my friends, to the song of the earth. Of unity, kinship, life and rebirth. Together, let's cherish this bond so divine. For in unity, the elementali align. I am the one they call Freya, and I am Unity, the fifth elementali.
And we are around. And we are around. And we are around.
Thank you so much for joining me today. We'll be back tomorrow at noon to continue this conversation. And we can start to think about the idea of self-reflection. What are some things you can jot down that you begin to reflect upon as you look deeper into who you really are, okay? And who you want to be. It's a growth and evolvement that we are going through. And I want you to hear this song, Keep Your Peace. This is what we'll end with because we did do something new before. This is a good song. Joy sings, keep your peace and try your best. Have a great rest of your day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Okay? Bye-bye. We love you.
Walk between the drops of rain. You'll find your way back home again to peace within, an eternal vibe. Your source, your strength lies deep inside. Peace of mind, peace of soul, peace of heart. That's how we roll. No need to fuss, it's not a test. Just keep your peace and try your best. Find that peace, don't let it go, and ride that wave. Go with the flow, keep your peace. That vibe's just right. It's easy breezy, out of sight. Peace of mind, peace of soul, peace of heart. That's how we roll. No need to fuss, it's not a test. Just keep your peace and try your best. Walk between the raindrops, live between the lines. Ride the rainbow of joy, keep your peace of mind. Walk between the raindrops, live between the lines. Ride the rainbow of joy, keep your peace of mind. Peace of mind, peace of soul, peace of heart. That's how we roll. No need to fuss, it's not a test. Just keep your peace and try your best. Walk between the raindrops. peace. Just keep your peace.